I was sexually abused when I was 2 years old.
When I was 8 years old, I would come to understand the meaning of abandonment through the process of my parents divorcing.
One of my biggest wounds is that my dad was physically present but emotionally absent.
When I was a kid, around 11 or 12 years old, I was sexually abused by being introduced to pornography.
When I was 5 years old, I realized that my father abandoned me.
When I was 3 years old, my parents got divorced. My mother took me and my baby sister to go live with my grandparents in Mexico. My father tried to work things out with her, so he went and convinced her, and they both left back to the US and left me and my baby sister to live with my grandparents for 7 years.
When I reported that I was being molested by my 2 older brothers and godbrother, no action was taken. We simply went back to sleep.
As a kid, one of the things that affected me throughout my life is my mother used to tell me that I would never be successful, that I was so dumb. So I would always stop when I was doing something if I thought I was going to be successful.
When I was in my mother's womb, my father beat up my mother terribly. He even kicked her belly to make sure I wasn't born.
As I crossed the street, I felt like a prey being followed by a predator. When I made it across the street, all I thought was, I wish my dad was here. I wish my dad was here.
After an entire life of trying to be a good Christian kid, my pastor tells me that I am in darkness.
When I was 7 years old, nobody listened to me, so I hid myself against the walls.
My fiance had an affair and broke up with me after we had already shopped for wedding invitations.
When I was 7 years old, my father was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
I was rejected by my mother from the moment I was born.
When I was young, I was touched the wrong way, and it set the stage for the rest of my life.
I was sexually molested by my stepfather since I was 6 years old. When I was able to tell my mom at 9 years old, she told me that's just the way fathers love their daughters.
I had an abortion that I really didn't want to have.
I used to punch myself in frustration when I was 5 or 6, and I still do at 63.
When I was around 9 years old, I witnessed my dad having an affair, and I was forced to keep that secret from my mom. From then, I learned to keep secrets from my loved ones.
When I was 7 years old, my father abandoned me.
When I was 19 and pregnant, I was sent to the hospital 3 times from the beatings my ex-husband used to give me.